They said it was the hedge funds algorithms that were misfiring that made the market sell off today. It's after the fact, useless information. Prediction points told us what would happen ahead of time if that scenario came into play, and then it came into play just perfectly. Stay tuned, and I'll show you how the whole thing played out. Welcome back to Day Trade Like a Pro. It is Thursday, February 20th. What a day. So a little bit unusual here today. I am on the road and I am recording this outside, and I'm not literally recording it on the road. I am at a hotel. So if we get some background noise, we're just going to include that, but I did not want to miss the opportunity to go through today's video here and walk you through what we were looking at. So a couple of things. I'm actually going to just, this is a 5-minute chart. Now, if you are new to prediction points or you don't know what in the world are prediction points, the blue solid lines, these dotted lines are just sort of a buffer area, and then the orange solid lines, again, buffer area. And the difference is we pretty much just expect the market to go from blue lines to blue lines and use the orange lines on the way there. So this morning you can go back and watch the pre-market video. We'll have it here in the link up at the end. But basically, if we couldn't get up above 91, we said really weren't out of the woods unless we could get up above 91. We were not out of the woods for a bigger pullback. And we said this 70 quarter area was the area, first area for a bigger pullback. So what happened here? Market opened right here, and then we traded down through the prediction point, and then it came right back up, and then we came back down over here, used this really nicely to the tick right here, and then brought this right back up to here. They started to push it, and then they couldn't get it on this second push up here. They could not get this other push up here. And then there's all this kind of useless information that's after the fact, and who really knows what went on. But the bottom line is that we said in our chat, we said 81 quarter. If they came lower than 81 quarter, likely that bigger pullback scenario down to 70 quarter. If you go back and you watch this morning's video, I said it's highly likely that they want to come back to this area. So from here to here, that's 9 points. So they ended up coming through here. They ended up stalling out here, 2 ticks in front of this from 73 quarters up to, so they stalled out. It bounced about 5 points, 4.5 points right there. And then that wasn't quite enough, and we'll just bring this all into focus here. So ended up trading right through here, and then came down to this 51, 52 area. We said 52 was the minimum, and then below 52 we had 42 quarter, and then we had 36 half down here, which we didn't get. We got actually pretty much right in the middle here at 39 quarter. And I want to just show you how the rest of the day went. Was basically they bounced and they brought it back up here, and then that's into the Globex session. But I want to show you how this actually looks. I want to switch over to a tick chart, and I want to show you how it looks on a tick chart right here. So basically, this is a lot. We're looking at a lot of different prices. These, if you looked at this morning's pre-market video, all these green lines were drawn in. I had all these here. They're not prediction points, but they are related to prediction points. So here we have this. We traded down here. You can see that we bounced right back up here to 74. We bounced to 75 quarter. We had 74 3/4 in here. We sold off. We broke below this right here. We came back up and tested it a little bit, and then we ended up trading below it to 66, and then we traded back up here to 68, and then stalled out here for a minute at 61, and then went right through that again, came back up to this area and tested, and then stalled out here for a minute. Now this market, this is selling very quickly. So this candle right here, this is at 832.05, and this is at 832.12. That's 7 seconds. So this is heavy trading. I mean, if we go back and we look at the morning when the market opened, here's the open, during the open right here when the market, this was pretty volatile here at the open. And you can see we've got right here, even at 6:31, that was 28 seconds, and that's right at the open. Here's 6:37:18, 6:37:47. So this is, I wanted to just point out the timing to give you an idea that this was really selling off here, and it really just went right through. It kind of just melted right through all these prices. So I don't know why anybody would be trying to buy it down here. It doesn't make any sense to me. That, I mean, this thing was ripping. If you go back and you look at the 5-minute chart, this thing is just absolutely melting down. I don't know why you'd be trying to buy it here. So how I trade a reversal like that is right here. When we do get that, I'm going to have to make this, yeah, bigger than I would normally have it on my chart, but just to give you an idea. So we came down below it, we came back up above it. If I wanted to trade it long, this would be my long entry right there. So we probed it, we came back up. When the market's really selling hard, or really the buyers are really pushing it higher, I want to wait and I want it to trade through it a little bit. This makes tons of sense. We're going to trade through this a little bit when the sellers are there. Here's some buying. I mean, look at that. It's the most significant buying that we've had anywhere in the whole rundown. Right there, there's some buying. And then they pull right back here. They test this within a few ticks. And then we go all the way from 42.25 all the way up here to 52. So there's a 10-point trade. And really, you should have been short all the way up from, and we had traders who were short from all the way up here at 70.25. We have traders that were short from up here and sold this thing all the way down to, with targeting 42. So this thing comes back up from 42. There's a 10-point trade. Of course, you're going to take the short again at 42 or at 52, because above 52 there's no prediction point till 70. So of course you're going to take this short, 52 all the way down here to 42 again. This would be the second entry to go long, which this trade happened at 8:34. This was 8:32.39, and this is 8:34.37. So this was 2 minutes, and then this whole move right here. So in 2 minutes, there was 20 points available in between these two prices. But this is how you would trade a reversal. You have it come down, come back up here, and then here's your long opportunity. We broke above. There's your long opportunity right there. Okay? Then you're short right here, and we're short all the way down to here. And then if you wanted to get long again, here's your long again right here. And your long is with really small risk, a point or two risk. We're long again. Now, if you miss the long here, what do? Well, you could wait till it pulls back right here, and you could buy it right here. So that's the other way you could trade a reversal, is that if you didn't buy it here, which this is not really using this price, which is something we talk about in the live trade signals. This is not really using that price. It probed it, it came lower, came back up. This was just a very aggressive way to get in the trade. This is the coming back and testing it. So of course we know that they're going to come back here and test this. Maybe it probes to here. And what did I say? I said below here, it's one at a time. If you go back and listen to the video, I said it's one at a time. That means they're going to have to get through here, and then they'll have to get through here, but it's one at a time. It means there's no real big picture target down there. They're going to need to work through each price one at a time. So when I say it's one at a time, or I say something specific like that, there's a reason that I'm saying that. So, oh, there we go. Need to plug my computer in. Okay, so we're coming to an end on our video here. All right, so just want to run through that. So there's your long opportunity. If you didn't get it there, there it is again. What if you didn't get it here? Well, there it is there. What if you didn't get it there? Well, there it is there. Okay, and then so there's another 10 points. So that's 30 points in 4 minutes, in case you were wondering. All right, so then they ended up coming back up here. They traded to 63.5, which was one of the prices that we had. They Pulled back down here, 48 quarter. There's just so much opportunity here today. Just a really incredible day. So I'll switch over. This looks like it wasn't doing much, but that's only because this was just such an incredible movement on the way down. So there's all the way back up here. They came all the way back up and tested this 70 area again. So just really, I mean, look, so much opportunity here. Above 52, where are they going? They're going to 70. So just a phenomenal day. I know we had traders who really killed it, so great job on that. I'm on vacation, and I wasn't trading any of that, so not fantastic, but I want to point out one other thing here on this morning's trade. What happened here was I didn't want to get caught in any kind of whipsaw or anything like that this morning, so what I did was I waited for the open, and this thing whipped down here, and as soon as it whipped down and came back up, I'm going to switch over to a tick chart here and just show you how I traded it. Was here we had the open, and then we whipped down right here, so we traded down here at the open and then traded right back up above it. This was really good buying. This candle pretty much overtook both of these selling candles, came all the way back up here. I had a long order at 79.75. I got filled, and then this was the first take profit area up here. I know we had a lot of traders that traded it that same way. So this was just, you know, really great kind of textbook trade. It traded down. So again, there's a way that you can trade a reversal. If you're not quite sure if this is going to be an entry that's going to hold, you just, if it holds, so here it held, and then what happened when they pulled it back the next time, you could always get long over here in this area when they pulled it back. That matches over here. So you can find some support over here and you can get long over there. So what if it comes down right here and you say, well, I'm not really sure if I should get long right here. And instead of trying to guess, or you know, if you just don't have the confidence to put the trade on, or you miss it or whatever, then well, what about right here when it pulls back right here? So here's the first, here it pulls back, and then what about right there? And if we fast forward here and we look at, let's say you just don't know if you should get long here. Well, it doesn't work out right here. What about when it comes back up, trades through it, pulls back right here? What if you get long right there? So see, there's no long anywhere here until it pulls back. Well, is it going to hold right there? I don't know. Maybe it won't hold. So you could, what if it does hold right there, and then it comes back right here, and then when that doesn't work, you take that off at break even. That's trade management. We have videos about that. So what about, well, I don't know if I should get short right here. Okay, great. Then just get short over here. When it bounces back up a little, get short again over here. What should I get? Should I get short over here? Well, yes. When this thing is selling off like this, and we said, you know, likely it's going to come down to 70. So what if you said, well, I don't know if I should get long right here? That's fine. What if you were buying 70 quarter and you just didn't buy it there? Well, what about just buying it right over here? Or what about buying it right over here when it pulled back? And then if it pulls back to it again, that's not your trade. And then here's the break, and then there's the sell-off. So again, hopefully that's helpful on how to trade these. You can go watch today's pre-market video. You can see how this whole thing was planned out, mapped out ahead of time. It wasn't some algorithm hedge fund nonsense. We gave you these prices. You know, you can see it used this price. Yes, it probed it by 3 points or whatever on this side, but when the market sells off 50 points in 30 minutes, it's probably going to probe a price by a little bit. So they probed it, they came right back, they tested it, and then from 42 all the way back up to 70. Just a gigantic trade, lots and lots of opportunity. So we said this should be a good week. It certainly hasn't disappointed so far. That's the review for today. We'll see you in the live trade signals in the morning. Go watch today's pre-market video and go check out Day Trade Like a Pro if you haven't seen what we're up to here.